DJ Neptune.
This is greatness. Greatness.
DJ Neptune.
Has greatness.
Yes,
Man, that is greatness
Greatness.
in the building.
Greatness.
Yes,
It feels
I like-
good to be here, man.
Yes. We are very happy to have you, my brother,
Yeah.
because this is a very short notice.
Yeah.
And you, because of the kind of person you are, you found a place in your heart to, grace our podcast.
I have to. I
Yeah.
have to. I mean, this is
Yeah.
the only way we can keep supporting ourselves,
Yeah.
pushing each other. So
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so we
you're
welcome you
welcome.
to the Blue Basement.
I see him.
Yeah, this is
Everywhere blue.
Sharp, everywhere blue. At least I wear blue jeans. So, so I did.
So you compliment the blueness.
Yes. Feels good to be here. man.
Blue
Nice.
Basement. I tell people is gonna be the best podcast because here we don't entertain, nonsense. We don't want to say anything or do anything just to be famous,
Yeah, no controversy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't want any
pure
controversy.
mind.
No.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
We nice and slow. We take it one step at a time, So we don't want a situation whereby causing controversy. There is enough controversy in the world. There is enough wahala in the world. So we take it from there.
Yeah.
So we welcome you.
Thank you.
We welcome you.
Thank you.
To start, tell us a little bit about who is DJ Neptune.
Okay.
Neptune to greatness.
Yes. Okay, so who is DJ Neptune? Like I just like interview. I did like and if I walk. All right, so my names are Patrick Imoyosen from Edo State. I was born in Lagos, brought up in Lagos, from a family of 4, 3 ladies, 1 guy, and that guy happens to be me.
Yes.
Lived all my life in Lagos, schooled in Lagos, started my career in Lagos, and I can say it's Lagos, Nigeria, Africa to the world. I don't know what else I did miss. Okay, well, DJ, producer, A&R, all-round entertainer.
Yeah.
Been doing this for 2 decades now.
Oh wow.
Yes, my grace is I started very early. Yeah, I was still in secondary school when this whole passion to be an entertainer started. And I know sometimes people just look at me like, guy, you've been around for a very long time. But I also like the fact that it seemed like my career started like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. And I feel that just puts me in different mix coming from the old generation to the new generation to now the Gen Zs.
Yes.
And we did.
So at what age did you decide and say, I think I'm gonna go into this entertainment, stuff?
Okay, so I think I was about 13, 14 when I was having that feeling of I was going to be an entertainer, because then every Sunday, typical African parents will go to church.
Yes. Yeah.
And me being that nosy kid that loves to, like, when I see things that, like, I'm always intrigued, like, what's that thing? My mind would tell me, so you fit do them.
Yes.
So after the whole like church service, they're doing their maybe elders meeting and all that, I would just make my way to the music department, get on the drums, the keyboard. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I was just trying to create, sound.
Yes.
And then right there from that moment, I just knew this was my part.
Yeah.
And when I started, it wasn't even about the money. It wasn't even about the lifestyle. It was just the passion,
Yes.
And I was fulfilled doing it at that early stage. Like I said, I started when I was still in secondary school. I would listen to Friday night mixes.
Yeah.
I know they sleep. In fact, I know when they want to play the advert, I just hit pause. I'm recording. And when they're done with the advert, I unpause my recording, and then I listen to those tapes back, try to learn more music.
Yes.
Trying to understand the whole magic of songs changing from one to another that was going on. And not until I was opportune to attend a friend's end of year party. Nobody say they invite me officially, I sneak come up for house. Because my father didn't want to hear anything music.
Yes.
You know, shout out to one of my uncles then, Uncle Kemi. Every weekend, he was a choir master in one, I can't remember the church then. Yeah, so he usually comes to put me through voice training. The day when my papa catch him, they almost banned him from that house because of me. You know, so I had to pipe low.
Yes.
And then this day, I snuck out of the house to attend the party. And that was when I had an encounter with a DJ for the first time. Like, I could still remember, like, very tall, good-looking guy, long hair, and just they move from here, they touch something for me, do music, they change. People were going crazy. I was just there, just like, it felt like magic.
What day was that?
I can't remember. It's like long time ago.
Yeah.
You know, right there, I just made up my mind, say, yes, this is it. This is what I want to do. Is DJing, nothing else.
So
you know.
So will it be okay to say you are a DJ?
Yes.
Because you in your introduction now you read a list of DJ, producer, musician,
my primary love is DJing, and then from there I now transitioned into production.
Yeah.
And then now collaborating with artists, and then also A&R projects based on the knowledge I've been able to acquire over the years with working with a lot of music, talents, being on radio as well, and hosting a TV show at some point. You know, so all of this put together.
So is it also okay to say that as a DJ, you be able to tell us the importance of DJing in music?
Yes.
Because sometimes they don't really regard DJs, you know.
Yes.
So there's a kind of a controversy between being a DJ and being a musician. And we know for sure that for the past years, the DJs are the ones even doing kind of promotions and all that. So can you really tell us the importance of DJ in this music industry?
So you cannot. So DJing goes beyond just the parties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Playing at parties, mixing music, playing on radio and whatnot. And mind you, we're in a new era whereby a lot of things has been digitalized. And because of that, you might want to say what's really the effect of being a DJ.
Of being a DJ, yeah.
I can single-handedly create my playlist and have a party with my friends, and we have a good time.
Yes.
But I would disappoint you because the DJs has always been the guy that goes to the market to take what is being done and bring it to the outside world to feed them through his mixes, through his remixes, his live refix or whatnot. And what that does is it gives the record a different lifespan, a different feel. Yeah, you're used to a Wizkid's and Thames record the normal way, but when the DJ takes that record and brings his creativity into it, it gives it a different feel. You're on the dance floor and then you hear something like, what? But this can even sound more crazier than what it is at that moment, you know? And mind you, there are billions of DJs littered around the world.
Yeah.
So imagine if half of that numbers jump on a certain record. It's being played at nightclubs, played on radio, beach parties, pool parties, house parties. It gives the record a different feel. It gives it longer lifespan.
Yeah.
It makes the people want to go back to their base, reminisce on what has happened during your sets.
Yeah.
And that just takes them back to the original song.
Okay.
You know, so you can't deny the role that DJs have played in the industry, and they are still playing in the industry. And shout out to the new technologies that we have now. It's even a bit more easier, you know, compared to the era where the Jimmy Jats, the Grandmaster Lee, before you now start coming to my time, and then to the new generation. Then it was strictly vinyl, you know, so we were limited to the number of songs that we could play, especially with like African Nigerian songs, because we didn't have like the new songs on vinyl. compared to like the Sonia days, the Fela Nicola Kokutis, the Ebedina Obi. I mean, I'm sure our parents then, they have those vinyls, you know. So transitioning from that to now having our songs being produced on CDs, and then moving from the CD era to now having songs on record pool where you can just easily go on your laptop and then you download and then boom, it's on there. So you don't have to travel with tons of record. You don't have to travel with CD bags. Now you're probably just moving with pen drives and your laptop, and it just makes the job easy. So all of this has also helped the creativity of the DJs industry to keep pushing the music in a different way that you, the consumer, is used to.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And so my question is, back to your journey from DJing to, you know, to fully to the circle. Now, my question is, do you have anybody in particular who introduced you to the world? When I mean to the world, somebody who you will say pave way for you.
Yeah.
Somebody you will say unlock the door for you, you know, to come in.
Yeah.
And then, you know, show yourself to the world.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Shout out to DJ Douglas. He's based in the UK right now.
Yeah.
So when I started my early days as a DJ, I mean, I didn't have a place where I could practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, then, not just even practice. Yes, then I already knew music.
Yes.
But I'd not been on the deck at all.
Okay.
You know, so there was this day I was coming back from school and I saw a music DJ studio. I just walked up to him. You know, I'm a fast learner.
Yes.
So I was just there.
That's an advantage.
I was watching.
Yes.
I was speaking the things I was hearing on DJ's mixes. I was seeing him do it live. Like, oh, something like this. Okay, so when they hold this thing, that first beat, when they try that beat, that pitch they hold, you know, so all of that. I'm like, you know. So one day we got talking. I mean, I literally, like, I lied. Because why I did that was those equipment were very, very expensive then.
You mean you lied to him?
I lied to him. That
Okay.
I was already a DJ. I already knew the basics and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I only did that just for him to.
And how old were you then?
I think I was like maybe 15.
Okay, go on.
Okay, then they jump fence.
God forgive me. God forgive. I've never said this anywhere before. God forgive me. You know. So one day we got talking, and he was trying to pick my brain. Like, oh, okay, so you come around. You say you're a DJ. I say yes. Oh, okay, so if I give you the opportunity to showcase yourself,
Yes.
can I say yeah? Why not? You know, like okay, and let's see. One day, you know, just keep coming around. Let's get used to each other, which I did, because the equipment were very expensive then.
Yeah.
And not just the equipment, even the music, because it was literally vinyl as at that time.
Those big turntables.
Those
and
big
all that.
turntables. So then I was literally like assisting him, going to parties, carry big speakers, the turntables and all of that. And I was also learning. And then fortunately for me, one day we were at a party, and you know how you can't cheat nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
My guy got pee. And party they hot, party they go on. You know, so he timed himself.
Yes.
I went to use the restroom,
Yes.
thinking it would be done, rush
Okay.
back, and the music would still be playing.
Yes.
So the music was already winding off. I was looking, I didn't look.
They don't
So,
put you for Red
I
Sea.
didn't look. I did not have to make a touchable.
Yeah.
I just summoned the courage because then I already knew the next song that would go with what was playing.
Yes.
I just picked up the record, flipped it, put it on the turntable, held the pin, put it on there, had my headphones on. I was able to
Scratch it.
catch my first beat.
Yeah.
I dropped it. I dragged the pitch. In my head, I don't mix them already. I just threw the fader out.
Yeah.
That was how my career started.
Really?
Like Douglas Runner, like,
So when you came back, yes.
what happened? Nice. Baba just leave me. Oh.
For real?
I was so like, I didn't sleep that night. I was so excited, like, oh my God.
Yes.
That was how my career started. And then when we were going back home, we were like, nice one. Okay, you know what? You need to invest in getting a pin because pin were very expensive. And if you do everything break, party don't scatter. You know, so I saved up, I bought my own pin. So now I could now conveniently go to the studio, you know, practice after school hours. And that's how from there, we started DJing at some fast food. And then I now linked up with one of my young friends whose dad was working at a media house, you know, and that's how I was lucky enough to get on Raypower FM. I think I was like maybe 17, 18.
You started quite early,
And
man.
then that was where my career just took off from.
Ooh.
That was very interesting.
Interesting, man. That was your moment. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That was
That
what my
was
career just took
you.
off.
I see. That was where they say opportunity meets readiness and all. that.
Yes, you
No,
have to
that's
be
always
ready.
So you were ready, and
Yes.
even when it was so difficult to pick it
I
up.
was ready.
Exactly.
No, that's always
So
been my story.
were you still in the secondary school at that time?
No, I was already wrapping up around that time.
You already
I
in
was
SS?
done. Yeah, I was done. I was done with my SSC. Before I
SSC.
got the Raper, yeah.
Oh, so you were like the window of going to university
Yes.
and all that.
Yes. So that time I had little time to now focus on being a DJ or trying to be a DJ and nurture the career. And then from there, I was now doing part-time and public administration.
Yeah.
And then DJing, boom, 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 boom. It wasn't easy, I won't lie.
So bringing your
But
parents
nothing
in
comes
and all
easy.
this.
Okay, so
I know that would be very interesting.
No, let me mention.
Yes.
So I lost my dad when I was 16.
Oh.
So at that junction, I started making decisions for myself.
himself.
Yeah.
It's like, well, so then I don't carry so that I
God
say
bless
yes.
his soul.
Nobody, yeah. It was crazy because I remember early days in my career, I think I wasn't a staff on Raper then because, bro, I would literally Friday nights, I would leave my house like 4 p.m. thereabout to get to the studio early, and I would play from 6 p.m. 6 a.m. the next morning.
Woo.
Yes,
That's 12 hours straight.
12 hours straight, and I was happy. I was
Yes.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just started building up, and everything.
Who was the first mega Afrobeat star that you worked with?
Okay, so because I was on radio,
Yeah.
and then and now it's quite different. So a lot of artists would come to the radio station to come drop their demo CDs or promotion
Yeah.
and all of that stuff. So I was then the Two Face, Azados, Rasky, the late Sound Sultan. All of these people, I saw them. Like
Yeah.
they would come, drop their demos, so yeah, the DJ Neptune, oh, nice one, and then from there. But that one artist that I really got close to, that we eventually worked for a couple of years, that was NATO C.
NATO C.
C,
Yeah,
Okay.
so I linked up with NATO during the Celebration celebration.
Yeah.
And the annual celebration they do to honor the late Aníkúlá Fẹlá Kútì. So that day, I was the DJ for the event, and I literally DJed for everybody from the Mohits to Ikechukwu
Yeah.
to NATO C, like the guys that were on top of their game at that time.
At that time, yeah.
And I did NATO's set. He loved it, and he reached out to me at the end of the night, like, "Oh, do you DJ for anyone?" I'm like, "No, I don't." Like, "Oh wow, I loved what you did during my set, and I would like to have you as my band DJ."
Wow.
So that's how that synergy started in 2008, 2009, and what that did for me was, it further exposed me to a different style of DJing.
Yeah.
Because then I was traveling with NATO on the road. We're doing tours around Africa, North America, Europe. And while I was on the road, even though my radio gig was suffering, but I was achieving something. So at some point I had to let go of radio and then focus on being a band DJ with NATO C. And yeah, the relationship was very, very good.
So you did a single with NATO C, the 1, 2, 3, something like that.
Yes. I did the original with MI. Shout out to MI.
Oh,
That
okay.
was like not my first official single, but I would say that was my second official single, because my first single was with YQ, Shank, and Ice Prince.
Okay.
That was around like 2009.
Okay.
And then I linked up with MI. I did 1, 2, 3, the original version.
Yeah.
And then 2010, I did the remix with NATO C. That had NATO C.
Oh, that was
and,
the remix.
Yeah, and the late Dagre. Yeah, that was the remix. And then we shot the video for that one.
Yeah, and the late
It's-
Dagreen.
yes.
Dagreen was in the video.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's difficult with being a DJ, being an artist, and being a producer. So it's kind of it's a synergy kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen lots of records with yourself and other artists, So at what point did you really get this? Because most DJ, they just DJ.
Mm-hmm.
But for yourself, the exclusive, I think Consequence and so.
Yeah, Consequence, Spino, Big
You know.
yeah, there are quite a lot of us.
Yeah,
on
quite a
that-
lot
on
of you
that,
that really does music, like a DJ and artist together.
Yeah.
So when did you really start that synergy? Aside doing with Neptune being a band, where did you really make up your mind to?
I say I want to be let me produce.
Let me produce.
Let me do my
do my thing. Let me be an artist also.
So that was like around 2010, 2011, and then what I was now doing year in, year out was to release singles with different artists. But mind you, when I told my story starting early, I wanted to be an artist. But when DJing kicked in, I knew there was still that musical part of me.
Yeah.
But now, not the guy in front of the microphone singing, but the guy bringing the collaboration together. And I would tell you,
makes sense.
I would tell you that because sometimes people question DJs like, oh, what do you guys really do? Sometimes
that was why I talked about the importance of DJ. Because some of the artists, they don't really respect you guys. They just look at these are the people that plays in party.
Yeah.
But with your explanation, you see that the DJ even does more adverts than even the producers or the production crew.
Yeah, aside from the advert as well, there's also a synergy that we bring into the entertainment scene. And I'll always use this as a reference. Shout out to the late Da Green. We created 123 Remix together. And a couple of months after that session, he passed away.
Yeah.
And mind you, Da Green, MI, Nato C, aside from the likes of Mode 9, when you talk about hip-hop back in Nigeria, then these guys were always in the conversation.
Yeah.
So imagine if I didn't have that initiative to have these 3 artists on the record at that time before Da Green passed away.
Yeah.
They won't have been a record with these 3 guys together.
Yes,
so that's part of the elements we bring into the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, 2020, I did Nobody with Mr. Easy and Joe Boy.
Yeah.
And then a week after that, the whole world literally went into a pandemic because of COVID.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks after, Nobody became the anthem for COVID. Like it became like the relief song.
Yes.
It got so big that it made it to Al Jazeera in the Middle East. CBS TV in LA, they had it on there. Thriller was a thing then. Thriller came out and put an article that this is the number 1 most used song in Africa and the 3rd most used song in the world.
Yeah.
And that record is being owned by a DJ. So you can't deny
the impact
of the DJs.
Yeah.
I know they brag.
No.
Don't be cho-cho-cho. Don't
I see you personally. I see you as the bridge, right, between the old school and the new school. That was when I started, like 2008, 2009, 2010. To be precise, that should be about 2010 when I listened to 123. Yeah, so that was when I said, who is this guy? Neptune. I like this name. Man, DJ Neptune. Is he a Nigerian? I started asking questions. And, I love the way you bring people together, back then. So I see you as a bridge between the old school and the new school. And I see you as a door, for the new school. When I talk about the old school, I'm talking about the OGs like MI, Two-Face, and the likes.
Yeah.
So when I talk about the new school, then I'm talking about Wizkid, Davido, Joe Boy, Mr. Easy, so on. So you did an incredible job for these people and bringing these people together, right? And you had an award, series of awards. Because
that makes
during that period,
greatness.
what would they hear then? DJ Neptune. Everywhere, DJ Neptune. DJ World Best. World Best DJ,
World
something
Best
like
DJ,
that. From 2009 to 2012. Then that in 2020, that was when I concluded everything. I said, no, Hades. I said, this guy good.
One of the Hades.
I think it was 2020 before the COVID or something like that.
We don't come up for lockdown then. So I think it was, but that category was still 2020 because those were the records. Yeah, that was Nobody winning the song of the year. And then the best pop single as well.
Yeah.
And to me, it meant a lot because no DJ has really. Yes, shout out to Uncle Jimmy Jad. He has an Eddie Award to his credit.
Yes.
I think his is Hall of Fame or something. I can't really remember. But when it comes to like a DJ putting out record, the Headies has not given any DJ that I know an award to their song. So having that for Nobody, and not just one, 2 awards. So I was nominated in 3 categories.
Yeah.
And then I won 2.
You won 2,
No,
yeah.
that was a big blessing for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a big blessing for me. That just gave me that sense of you don't try. You don't try.
Yes.
But I still did the game. I
You
know they
still did the
retire
game.
anytime soon.
Where you dey go?
I know they go anywhere.
How many albums do you have?
My 3rd studio album just came out a couple of days ago. That's Greatness 3. But aside from studio albums, I put out a remix EP for Nobody.
Okay.
Because Nobody got so big
Yes.
that we're getting unofficial remix, Latin of unofficial remix, French unofficial remix. And me being the businessman that I am, I'm like, I might as well just make this official
Yes.
and keep racking up the streams, which will obviously generate more revenue and all of that, So that was the goal behind that. And that was also, I would say, I don't know if I should say me seeing the future of what was going to eventually happen. Because
Yes.
after that move, a lot of artists now felt cool to create remixes of a particular song that they have that got
Like
so
4 or
big.
5 times.
Yeah,
just
but
keep
then
doing it.
they dragged me on Twitter. Twitter people were like, by now,
So
Joe
the fight for that
They
different.
say Joe Boy mouth go don't pain, I'm tired. Don't reach remix. We don't hear Hausa remix. We don't hear Igbo remix. We don't hear this remix, that remix. They didn't understand what I was driving at.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of being a DJ, because as a DJ, I can do
Yeah,
whatever,
because that's what
I
I'm
want to do
saying.
Yeah.
and get away with it.
Yeah.
Without feeling the pressure. So, but I mean, I feel blessed making those moves, and we'll keep contributing our quota to the industry and the growth of Afrobeat in general.
All your albums, do you call them Greatness?
No, not all my albums. So the Nobody EP
Yeah.
wasn't called Greatness.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I did an EDM version of some of my songs. That also was a body of work because I travel a lot. Yeah, Afrobeat to the world.
Yeah.
But sometimes you also need to be smart because you're trying to drive the crowd to understand where you're coming from. So you
Yeah.
need to give them a bit of something that they are used to and then infuse your own into it. So that was what gave me the idea of creating an EDM version for some of my popular songs.
Okay.
And then have it as a 6 EP track.
So you looking at you and everything you said, I know you have a record label.
Yes.
Yeah. So how many artists are in your record label?
I'm currently no artist, but I have
So how
producers.
many DJs?
DJs. So I have 2 DJs. I have two DJs.
So are you giving them the lecture of Neptune style of infusion of being an artist?
They've taken
and
off. They've
all
taken
that?
off already. They're doing well.
Yeah.
One of them relocated to Egypt a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I don't even know where he is right now, but I know he's somewhere enjoying life and doing well. One other guy, DJ Stormy, back home in Nigeria, he's also doing well. But what I'll be doing actively with Neptune Records next year is to start unleashing young talent.
So in trying to do young talent, this is a kind of a deviation right now, and which is kind of a confusion. I think I asked Omaumi the other day. Omaumi was here.
Oh,
I asked her, what's the confusion, or what's the crisis between this female artist and male artist? The collabos and all that. It's like the male artists, they are running
they are
100.
dominating the scene.
I said domination. Okay, let me use the word. They are dominating the scene, running 100 and leaving the ladies behind.
Yeah.
And for you, DJ Neptune, I've seen most of your collaborations, but the ladies are not really there.
No, they are. Yeah, I'll break it to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
I want to hear
sometimes-
that's a good
so-
question.
yeah,
That's
I
a
want
good
to
question.
see
Because most of the
sometimes
people.
I asked Omaumi said, I hear people that I want to hear. That's when I join them.
Yeah, I mean, there's that, but for me, when I'm creating a project, I don't really have a formula. It's maybe how I am feeling, or the where I feel the trend is tilting towards. But even with the trend, I try to make sure I'm creating music that would last.
Yeah.
That music that you want to listen to, not just for 1 month, 2 months, but for a
Yeah.
longer span.
Yeah.
So my first project, Greatness One, I had Yemi Alade on that project.
Okay.
Efia from Ghana, she was on that project.
Okay.
Greatness 2, Yemi Alade still was on that project. Yeah, we kind of like have some nice synergy. YJ was on that project as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
For Greatness 3 that just dropped a couple of days ago, I have King Madi on that project.
Yeah, I saw the one.
Yeah,
with King
so
Mani.
so for me, it's not about the industry looking like it's been dominated by the guys.
It looks like that.
Yeah, it does look like that. But shout out to the women we have,
Strong
the likes of
ladies.
Tiwa Savage.
Why haven't you worked
Thames.
with Tiwa?
Tiwa,
Why haven't you worked with
Tiwa? Why have we not worked? Tiwa, why have we not worked?
Yes.
Okay, working with,
Greatness.
so working with Tiwa, I mean, we've spoken a couple of times.
Yeah.
So you see, the thing with music is spiritual. Sometimes you can't force it.
Yes, that's true.
You guys create this spirituality.
No, it's
Amami
true.
was saying the same
Yeah,
thing. You
you
guys
can say
create
no,
it's for real.
But
Like,
that's true.
spirituality.
so you see me, right?
Yeah.
When I'm standing in front of the crowd
Yeah.
performing, that's my podium.
Yeah.
I minister to you through my music.
Exactly.
Sure.
My transitions, my blend, my mixes. Because you come in there, you're probably feeling down. Maybe someone in your family is not too well.
Yeah.
You know, you come in there with your problems, and then the music hits you, and like, for that 1-2 hours, you just forget your ish. Like, then like, no, be make you Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's spiritual. Same with music. That's why you see artists sometimes they create records, put it out, it goes viral, it becomes big, and then you look at that artist like, you did it, you can always still do it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's almost looking like it's not possible. That's just the formula. I mean, God created all these things.
I pray you have that spiritual connection between you and Tiwa so that you can.
No,
come.
we will.
Because listen,
We will.
if you
now
and
that you
Tiwa,
said it, I'm going to
Tiwa,
chase. When I get back, I'm going to chase. Mama,
yeah,
we must do this track, please. No matter how we've had conversations about it a couple of times.
Yeah.
You know,
She's
so it's
good.
just
She's
no,
good.
it's not. Tiwa is dope. Tiwa
she
Tiwa
is. Oh my
Not just
goodness.
Tiwa.
Tiwa.
amazing.
I'm speaking for
See,
the ladies. The ladies
The
are
ladies
good.
in general. So it's a lot of them. Tiwa,
Yes.
Ira Star, Thames, Gucci, Candy Blaze.
Yeah, Candy Blakes. Yeah, I love that
The
girl.
list is endless. There are new ones coming out. There's King Madi. I already mentioned King Madi. There's Naomi. Trust me, the list is endless.
Do you know why I adopt my heart for Tiwa? Tiwa has been there a long time, right?
Yeah.
And Tiwa
She's
is
not
still-
leaving soon.
She's not leaving anytime
She understands the
soon.
business.
I'm
She
telling
understands
you.
what the people want.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's feeding them.
And she's feeding them.
You know, because I tell
And we are
people,
eating it.
yes, I tell people, music, this era goes beyond just your voice.
Yeah.
When I'm not listening to your song, what's that extra thing you do that keeps me connected to the music?
It's an act.
It's an act.
Have you worked with Bonner?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I
Somebody
listen.
shy you on my first record. It's yeah.
I've seen. That's what I was saying. I've seen list of these men with
Is there
him.
any of these top-notch guys that you have not worked with? Like,
Yeah, a lot of
Has
them.
worked with all of them.
No, I can't work with everybody.
no,
Me
you can't work
and-
with
me
them,
and
but they
Wiz-
have worked with
he has
majority
worked-
of them.
so
I'm
there's
not
not-
talking
he
about
has
the
worked
Gen
with-
Zs. I'm not talking about the Gen Zs.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
big, the big ones.
Yes, the big
yeah,
ones.
I think I've seen
Yeah.
some Burna
Like-
Boy, Davido.
Yeah, I've worked with David. I work with Bonner. I've
Whiskey.
not worked with Wiz.
Yes, that's
Yes,
what
I've not worked
that's
with
what
Wiz.
I'm talking
I've not
about.
worked with Wiz. So me and Wiz, a record almost popped up. I've never really said this anywhere.
Yes.
A record
Go
almost
on.
popped up around 2020. You know, but then it was just like, okay, you know what? Let's pipe low at the right time. We'll come back and we'll work. You know, so respect to him. For me, like I said, I'm big on time. I don't force the music.
Yeah.
Let it come natural. That's the best way you can get the best
Yes,
out of it. you know.
Yes.
So, I'm
So you're
really, really
looking
big on
still
that.
looking forward to work with
Yeah, why not?
Wiz, right?
Why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? There's always room for it to happen.
Wiz on your profile, Tiwa on your profile. Please make it happen.
No, it will.
Make it happen.
It will
DJ,
happen.
DJ Neptune,
It will happen.
your profile is already a profile. Your profile is already a profile.
It will happen. It will happen.
So among all these artists that you have worked with before, can you say this guy is spectacular or exceptional, or I like to work with him
You
again?
want to set me up now?
No, for real, because Like,
No, I get you. I get you. So for me, right, everybody I've worked with, they're very dear to me.
Yeah,
Because for
exactly.
the fact that we're able to create something together, you know, that means a lot to me.
Yes.
You know, sometimes it doesn't come easy, but my understanding with life is nothing comes easy. Sometimes if it's very easy, that's set up.
Yes.
You know, but there's that one person that I still give a lot of respect to.
Yeah.
He's not even Nigerian, he's Ghanaian.
Okay.
And his name is Sarkodie.
Sarkodie.
Yeah, 2015, I put out a record with Sarkodie and Fino. And why I respect him so much, we had planned for the music video shoot, and myself and Fino were meant to fly into Ghana
Okay.
to shoot the video. It was a day shoot,
Okay.
you know, and shout out to the airline. We didn't fly as at the time we were meant to fly in the afternoon.
Okay.
They moved to the flight. They rescheduled the flight till about like 8, 9 p.m. And Sarkodie got on set in the afternoon. I wasn't around. He literally just asked the director, where's Neptune? Charlie never come. Okay, let's shoot, let's go, you know. And he did his thing, did his part, and then he bounced. You know, someone else, not mentioning names, but some other persons would have just be like, how is the owner of the song and video not here? And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm off. You know, big respect to him for doing that, because what that did was it saved me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because in my head I was already like, God damn it, we're gonna get into Ghana at night. I might have to move this shoot to the next day, rent cameras, location, and all of that. You know, he did his part, he left, and then myself and Fino got into Ghana from the airport straight to the location. We did our thing, and we had a good video at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Good. That's a good one.
So this is another confusion also. I'm not a confusion.
You are the sort of confusion.
It's not confusion.
You don't come with female confusion. Which one you want to come with together? Let's hear you.
No, it's not a confusion.
Okay.
It's kind of doing advert or trying to promote songs.
Okay.
You know, promoting songs. I don't know. Is it a style, or do you guys sit down to say let's fight to promote song? Yeah, because sometimes the fight is real, sometimes it's not real.
Brother,
But I don't know if there's a style of promotion.
okay, so I've never been a controversial person,
Yes.
and it's not my style.
Yes.
I let my work speak for me.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, what works for me might not work for the next
Yeah.
person. You know, and at the end of the day, this thing has grown so big that it's not actually a business.
Yeah.
So whatever that needs to be done for business to keep booming, some people don't mind doing it.
Yes.
You know, I've heard of a conversation. I don't want to name names.
Yes.
When this thing came out, the whole industry was feasting on the guy like, why would you do this? Why would you do that? You know, and that they rode off that fight for a couple of months. The record became a thing because, you know, they say bad news sells faster.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
people were interested in it. They started streaming the music. They will come back and yap the person. Little did they know, these people were sharing.
Putting money. They were putting money. They were putting money.
They were living life. So I was at a friend's place, an artist friend. I don't want to mention his name. I think we had a record, and then we're just strategizing. And then he now mentioned something. I remember we do what these two people do. I don't understand what they do. He said, my brother, I shocked when I find out. Because if some pull mouth fighting the person, say I thought Mumu. What? People go this level.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, it's music business. Because sometimes, and these things have been happening, you see artists, like especially in the hip-hop culture, you see artists beefing each other, going head to head. This one will release record, the fan base will holler, they will stream, they will wait for the other person to respond, they will respond, they will go and stream. They're making their money. In fact, sometimes they even want the beef to end. So the bread can keep coming in, you know, but like I said, whatever works for you.
So what that means is that you don't see somebody like Wiz, Davido and Burna coming together to make music.
Now you talk about it's possible. It's possible. Coming to make music, why not?
No, if they come together to make music, which means the so-called beef has ended, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly has ended, then everything will be kind of weak, because I think one of the things that makes them stronger.
Yeah, that's why I said it's music business.
Yeah, it's music business.
It's music
Beefing
business,
is part of the business.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know.
if they decide to come together and create music, it's still a beautiful thing because I feel a lot can be achieved through that.
Yeah.
If it is well channeled. Imagine if Wiz, Bonner, and David.
And DJ Neptune at the back.
Why not? It can happen.
Cooking the beat and
Cooking the
spin.
Creating like creating a project together, and they decide to tour. They can't even in Nigeria. I mean, yeah, we have venues, but they will probably need like venues that can accommodate like a 50,000 capacity.
They can do it for days.
You know, they would tour Nigeria, they would tour Africa, they would tour Europe, they would tour the world with that project.
Yeah.
You know, so it's doable. It's very doable. We just keep our fingers crossed and see what happens at
With
the
your
end of the day.
experience in the industry, do you see, like I was discussing with my friend the other time, you know, I know that every dancer has his own time and season, you know, but do you see these people still being at the top, at the level where they are in the next 5 years?
With the way music is going, right?
The way they are going, because I am proud. I am super proud of these people, Rema inclusive.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the way they are going, but I'm not talking about
fire.
Rema. I'm talking about Davido, Burna Boy, and Wiz because they have come a long way.
Yeah.
And they are still there at the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So somebody was telling me probably in the next 1 or 2 years, you know, they're gonna fade away. Kind of, they will start, you know, dwindling. And I said, no, they will not nosedive. No, I don't see them plummet. No, these people will be going because somebody like Davido, who I respect so much. Why? Because, you know, he's a hard worker, and whatever he takes,
you can't take that away.
yes, and whatever good strategy takes to promote his music, he will do it.
Yeah.
You know, so he's a kind-hearted human being. I like him as a human being, as a musician, as an artist. So, do you see them?
So to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not God,
Yes.
I can't really say.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get me? But what I know, one thing I know about life is nothing stays forever. You know, and we've seen examples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, from our legends to guys like myself in our time. And okay, a perfect example is football.
Yeah.
Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I mean, the current Ballon d'Or,
They were not named.
they were not nominated.
Yes.
But for like 20 years,
Yeah. So
they've been in that mix constantly.
constantly.
So that's just how life is. At a point, you will have to take a bow.
Yeah.
Either you like it or not.
Yeah.
You know, but for these guys that you mentioned,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not God, I can't tell. We can say, or the people can say 5 years. And if it's God wish, it can be 15 more years.
Yeah.
And there's nothing anyone will do about that. But what I tell people is, let these people continue to inspire you for the young ones.
Yeah.
Look at what they've done, what they've achieved, and they've really done a lot for the culture. And that's what's giving these young ones that courage to be like, if a Wiz, a Bonner, a David can sell out XYZ capacity,
Yeah.
I can do it. And now
Exactly.
it's even a bit more easy because you put out a record, we're in the digital era, and then before you know what's going on,
It's around the world.
I mean, a good example is there's a new kid called Ayomaf.
Yeah, your mouth. Yeah.
He's blowing up.
Yeah.
Ashake is having his concerts this year at the O2 Arena this weekend.
Yeah.
And I saw Ayomaf had just arrived in London.
Are your mouth?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you there?
Are you
there?
It sang
8
the
years,
song.
7
Yeah,
years,
it's-
2
it's-
years.
it was
I mean,
at
2
my
weeks, 8 years.
it was at my because I had a release concert party. I partnered with Mainland Block Party a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was there, first time seeing him perform,
Yeah.
and the youngins went crazy. Now he's going to perform at O2 Arena. That's going to give him more courage and believe
Yeah.
and push.
Yeah.
He's going to perform to probably a 20,000. It's going to be sold out. It's
Oh my
Ashake.
goodness.
Yeah.
So what we're saying, and early this year, nobody really knew who Ayomaf was. So that's just. So I tell people, like, let these people inspire you.
Yeah, it seems
Take
like
what you
Ashake.
can take from them, add to yourself, and just keep growing.
Yeah.
So you make beats, you write songs, you also do songs, you do DJ and all that. Putting all of it together, are you an Afrobeat artist?
That's my originality. Yes, I travel around
Because
the world.
I'm still coming for
Okay,
the
land, Mr. Confusion.
because
you confuse me.
you are an Afrobeat artist. Cool. I like that because some persons will say they are Afrobeat, Afrofusion, and all.
When
that.
you land, I will explain it. Don't worry.
The explanation is what I want.
Okay.
No, so because for genres of music, you have the R&B, the jazz, the hip hop, and all that. But in all of this, all the African artists, Nigerian artists, they sing differently. They give different beats. Either I'm a piano or hitting bottles together and all that. It sounds differently. And even the tune, like for Thames, you still say Thames. Even Thames singing blues, they still say it's Afrobeat. So can you break this thing down as a member or as part of this cooking pot that makes beats, sings, writes, DJ all together?
You should be in the best position.
The best position to
make
break
us
this
understand
thing.
this Afrobeat thing.
Afrofusion, blues, hip hop, reggae.
Okay, so music is a very diverse, universal language.
It's a sound pleasing to the ear.
So everybody, irrespective of you being from the Caribbean island, from North America, from Africa, from the Middle East or whatnot. Yeah. But me, as an African coming from West Africa, Nigeria, my first identity, I'm an African.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what that tells me is I'm an Afrobeat, I'm an entity of Afrobeat.
Exactly.
Afrobeat originated from the late Fena Anikulapo Kuti.
Yeah.
You get me? He put a face to it.
Yes.
What our young boys are doing now is experimenting their sound.
Yeah.
Some people have Fuji in their tonation.
Yeah.
But they still create Afrobeat music. Some have the R&B element in their vocals, right? And when they are creating African music or when they are creating music, the sound still has that African rhythm in it.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So it's now a blend of your R&B flavor on an Afrobeat record.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, Afrobeat is happy music. With our guys who have been opportune to travel around the world, say things, explore, play with different tones, infuse it into the African sound.
Yeah.
I feel that's where the confusion is now coming from as to what kind of music do you make.
Yes.
You get me? But my understanding is wherever it is or wherever you find yourself, stay original. And staying original is knowing your roots and where you're coming from and what propel you out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Afrobeats.
Yeah,
you can't run away from it.
You can't run away from it.
So now you can now see yourself doing R&B on an Afrobeat and you feel like calling yourself an Afrobeat artist makes you boxing yourself.
Yeah.
To me, to my understanding, you're not boxing yourself because you're still creating music that will go around the world. And mind you, music doesn't understand anybody's language. Once it hits your soul, it gets you.
That's true.
And
Absolutely.
you might not know the words, but what that would now do for you is to push you to now want to learn the lyrics. And, so for me, I'm an African, I'm an Afrobeat DJ, but my goal is not even my goal. I'm already doing it already. I mean, I was in Asia like a couple of months ago. I did Bali, I did Malaysia, I did 5 cities in China.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an African performing in Asia.
Yeah.
But as a DJ, as a smart one for that matter, I was able to blend their sound into my own sound and still give a good party. You know, so staying original and introducing my sound to them and also carrying them along with their own sound.
When are you giving us US tour?
US tour 2025 for facts. Next month, I'm going to Canada. We're doing like 5 cities, myself and Pokoli.
Yeah.
And then next year,
the fake Pokoli or the real one?
not the chosen one. Not the chosen one. Who are you?
I'm choosing.
The real Pokoli. Not the real Pokoli.
Okay, Pokoli.
Next month. I said the real Pokoli. I people say, so which will be fake?
Next month.
Yeah, next month, October. Yeah. Myself and Pokoli, we're doing 6 cities. And then next year, definitely I'll be active in America.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll be looking forward to
Definitely,
you know,
definitely.
to
As
see
DJ
you.
They're
Neptune,
already knocking on my
greatness.
door. I'm saying, don't worry,
Yes,
2025 will come, because I didn't really do anything in America this year.
Yeah,
I
that's
did,
what I'm asking.
Yeah, I did last year, and this year I've just been actively in the eastern part of Africa, in Europe, and then Asia, and now I'm going back. I'm doing media in London for my project, and then from there I have Zimbabwe on the 5th. I'm going to touch down Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya
Oh wow.
before I come to Canada.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That's a lot.
Before we
You're going everywhere.
before we conclude,
We're preaching the gospel.
who
Keep preaching the gospel. And
Who
keep
do you-
collecting the tithes. That's the most important part of the
You
gospel.
go kill me.
So before we round up, I want to ask: we all have our own inspiration in our fields or in our, every area of our life.
Yeah.
Some call it mentors, some call it idols, some call it somebody coming into the industry. There was somebody you were looking up to.
Yeah.
So who was that person?
I mean, aside from DJ Douglas that put me on, Uncle Jimmy Jai was one of my big mentors.
Okay.
He was someone I was really looking up to, and I was opportune to be on a flight with him for the first time. Funny enough, he was even from traveling back from America to Lagos.
Yeah.
So we connected in New Jersey, and when I saw him, I just went. I sat next to him. Hey, good afternoon, sir. Then and then he gave me some words of advice, like, young man, you're on the right path. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. You're there.
Yeah.
And that gave me like
DJ Jimmy Ja.
that. So shout out to Uncle Jimmy. A lot of people on the Western world, DJ Wookie, DJ Rectangle, Fatman Scoop, may his soul rest in peace.
Yeah.
Funkmaster Flex, DJ Envy as well.
Yeah.
So these were the people I was looking up to, checking out their style, taking one or two elements, and then infusing it in my own style to now become the DJ Neptune that I am today.
Do you have good relationship with your colleagues in the disc jockey business?
To my best of knowledge, I have good relationship with everybody. Everybody don't get good relationship with me.
No fights, no quarrel.
I know they are me.
No competition.
Easy going.
They get controversy. I was looking for your controversy. I couldn't find one.
Why are you looking for my controversy?
I was
I
looking
will look for your controversy.
I was like, guy, this one no be
So for me,
now.
They don't listen for anywhere.
Hey, no controversy.
No, I did do my work. Go house, go sleep. I mean, for me, like I just take life one step at a time. I'm not hard on myself.
Yeah.
If I'm chasing something and it's not coming at that time, I feel relaxed because I know if it's meant to be mine, if it's my destiny, it will eventually happen. So I don't go the wrong route trying to create controversies to do something. No. It's never been my lifestyle.
Okay. Cool.
A quick word of advice before we go for the young jockeys.
For the young Jay-Z jockeys, disc jockeys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
give them advice.
Quick advice.
Because some of them are looking up to you.
Yeah,
I hope you know.
so many of
Sometimes
them.
you don't know. You may not know, but somebody out there is, saying DJ.
I mean,
Neptune.
for me, like, just stay true to yourself. It's always good to have like people that inspire you, but what I tell people is there can only be one person. There can only be one Neptune.
Yeah.
So the moment you're trying to build your brand and you also want to be like Neptune, business-wise, it might not work in your favor.
Yeah.
Take what you want to take from Neptune, take what you want to take from Jimmy Jats and the other guys, and now create yourself.
Yeah, that's
Be
true.
unique. Your
Absolutely.
uniqueness is going to make you stand out and make you be here for a very long time.
Yeah.
Stay focused is key.
The
Stay
key.
focused, For me, all of this was passion driven till money started coming in, and then I started branding myself and all of that. So make sure you have the passion for it, because sometimes I see some people who come to me and say, "Oh, I love what you're doing. You travel a lot. I'd like to be a DJ." And I'm like, do you want to be a DJ because you see Neptune travel a lot? You
want
like
to
the lifestyle.
you want to be famous.
No, you have to have passion for it.
So passion before money.
Because when a lot of things are not making sense, it's the passion that would keep you intact.
Yeah.
Till eventually everything would make sense.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, stay out of trouble. Also understand that DJing goes beyond just syncing music. You know, take your time, learn the basics. Now it's a bit more easy compared to when I started, because there are a lot of tutorials on YouTube. Make use of the internet positively to affect yourself and your brand in a positive way. And you can do all of this and not have the grace of God and still be stagnant. So always pray for that is key. And I mean, I wish you luck.
Thank you so much for coming.
DJ Neptune.
Thank you for having me.
That's DJ Neptune.
Thank you. This is just a very
Thank you.
rich session. We are so glad to.
Thanks. I enjoyed it.
I'm so happy to,
I enjoyed it.